Hi everyone, welcome to today's crafting program. My name is Dabney. I'm the young adult librarian with the Twin Lakes Libraries and I use they, them pronouns. So for today's craft, we are going to be making something to celebrate Earth Day, which is tomorrow, April 22nd, which is also when Heartstopper comes to Netflix. So if you haven't watched my Monday, Must Read Monday video, watch it now. Okay, so Earth Day, I love it because I am all about the earth, being out in nature, doing my best to, make the world a little bit of a better place. And that includes, doing things to help the earth. So that can be anything from, picking up and throwing away trash that you see outside. That can be recycling things if you're able to do that. And, there's a lot of different ways that you can help the environment and have a good impact there. And I'm going to have some links to, things that you can do in your everyday life in the video notes. But because this is a crafting program, we're going to be doing a craft. And we're doing an upcycle craft, which means we're taking materials that might be thrown away or recycled and we're going to make something with them. I actually brought in a lot of stuff to the library today for our in-person program, stuff that's like hard to recycle locally, and we're going to see if we can make stuff with it. I don't know. This Oreo tray, I think it has potential. Yeah, you could keep pins, pencils, office supplies, whatever in this. What else do we have? We have some little tea tins somebody gave me. These are cute. I feel like this would be a great thing to store stuff in. So yeah, we've got lots of stuff here we're going to be working with. So that's something, you could think about. If there's something that maybe you can't recycle for whatever reason, try and think like, can I reuse this somehow? You never know. Okay, but this is the start of my little craft, and I just realized I didn't grab any glue. So 1 second, I'm going to come over here. It's nice to have, all of our craft supplies handy right here. By the way, I'm wearing my camping t-shirt to be like Earth Day, get outdoors, camp. I love camping. Okay, glue stick. So I'm going to show you how I made this little cardboard tree, but we're going to get into that. So yeah, I wanted to make like a cardboard tree, standee thing, which this has potential to also be an organizational tool, which you could put rings on here if you're a type of person who wears rings or whatever. Maybe not things too heavy because it's fairly sturdy, but so this is this side. You could paint your tree, you could color your tree. I'm just leaving it like this. And I also have like a little thing here, a paper punch that punches out leaves. So my idea was, to punch out some leaves and glue them on the tree branches. And, this is your own tree. You can make the leaves whatever color. And this was all paper scraps from when we made bookmarks recently. We made some poetry bookmarks that you can pick up in the teen room at the Mary Vinson if you wanted that, because it's National Poetry Month. So we had some paper scraps and we made these leaves. So your take-home craft bag is going to have materials to make this. So it's going to have some leaves, some cardboard, a glue stick, but you're going to have to cut out the tree yourself. So it's kind of like whatever you want to do. You could cover your entire tree with leaves. You could leave it bare and color it, but I'll show you how I made it real quick. Okay, so I just cut off some flaps from a cardboard box. And then I traced a very unrealistic tree on here. You could, you know, if you're a good artist, you could probably do a much better tree than I am doing. So I just kind of did the trunk, and then I was like, I'm going to do some branches coming up here. I'm doing it in pencil, so like if I wanted to, I could like erase the lines, change things around. It's, you know, maybe get the idea of the tree, the body of the tree going up here. So, you know, trees start out big at the bottom, get kind of tapered going up. And, you know, you could go outside, look at some trees, get some tree inspiration. If you wanted to make something Christmassy, wintry, you could try doing like the basic Christmas tree shape as well. I like to think of these as my Tolkien trees. If you ever look at J.R.R. Tolkien, some of his trees he drew, they are pretty fanciful. So, this is like, who knows? It's tree-ish, that's important. And then you're just going to cut it out. So one thing I was thinking about while I was preparing for today, you know, I was thinking, what are some good Earth Day crafts? And some that we're going to do here, other than, you know, getting into our upcycled materials, you know, we're going to paint some rocks and put them outdoors, you know, for people to find. I've seen people in Milledgeville do that. And some people like pick up the rock, take it home, or they just see it and they're like, oh, that's nice. And it's just kind of a cheery little way to leave a mark without like actually damaging the environment. What are some other things? There's some you can make seed bombs with like shredded paper or paper you might, you know, have been going to recycle. Alright, so I'm using an X-Acto knife right now to get into this area between the branches. You can also, you know, if you don't have an X-Acto knife, you could definitely do this with your scissors, but I'm just taking a shortcut. Getting those out. So we're halfway there. But I really think, you know, as much as possible, try to recycle things. You know, I'm going to have a link also in the video notes to the Baldwin County information on like recycling drop-off centers, what they take, so you can know. But also, you know, it can just be, like, I know some of y'all might not have the ability to get out there and go drop things off the facilities, but at the library, you know, we have recycle bins, and this is for, you know, in-house use. That means, like, if you buy a soda here and you finish your can, we have a place in the library where we can recycle cans, plastic, paper, cardboard, plastic bags, And then I am the person who goes around and collects all that stuff from time to time and takes it to the recycling facility. So, you know, that's the thing. If you're at the library, instead of just throwing your can or bottle or paper or whatever away, use our recycle bins. You'll make me happy. You'll make the earth happy. It's really that easy. And you know, a lot of schools have recycling bins around. So keep an eye out for that. Some cities have a lot of, you know, recycling stuff. I think when I was in Athens, I noticed that they had like recycling things in parks for people to use, which is nice. So yeah, thinking about Earth Day, what you can do, you know, people know the phrase. Okay, hey, look, taking a pause. There's our tree. It looks more tree-ish when you cut it out. Now we're going to do the base. But everyone knows, well, probably everyone knows the phrase reduce, reuse, recycle. Real quick, I'm going to trace out the trunk on this piece of cardboard. And, you know, a part of the, you know, reduce and reuse is thinking about, like, well, I like to think of it this way, you know, instead of going and getting takeout coffee every day, this has somebody, I just make my own. I almost always make my own coffee, tea. Not only are you saving money, but you're kind of helping the environment because you're not getting those takeaway cups. So, you know, have things like reusable, like mugs you can reuse. Some people go even more all out and they have a set of utensils, like my friend has a set of utensils she keeps in her bag. And, you know, she uses that, so if she's out, like she gets takeaway or something, instead of getting the set of plastic utensils, she has those ones in her bag she uses. And that you wouldn't even have to buy something necessarily. Like maybe you've got some extra utensils at home. Your parents don't mind if you just have a fork with you or something. And it might sound silly, but really look into it, and you know you could do that. Okay, so I'm cutting a notch in this piece here. And the reason we're doing that, I'll show you in a sec. And you can do this with scissors too. I'm just using my X-Acto knife because it's easier. So, got a notch going on. And then on your tree, you're going to do one from the bottom up. Some other things, you know, thinking about buying things you use, going to the thrift store, going to yard sales, even, you know, buying appliances and things online that are refurbished. It's getting to be that time I might need a new phone, and of course that's expensive, and my parents were like, well, hey, we know somebody who's really great at finding deals on refurbished phones. So that's probably what I'm going to do instead of buying a brand new one. But yeah, going to thrift stores, doing clothing swaps. If you have like friends, y'all want to get together, have a clothing swap. I've never done a clothing swap. but I think it'd be fun. Though I do like give away my clothes pretty. You know, I do tend to wear my clothes forever and ever and ever and ever until they don't fit, or I'm just like, okay, I'm really over wearing this. And then, you know, either give it to somebody I know, or I drop it off at like a Goodwill or something. Or hey, if you want to clean out, you could do a yard sale instead of throwing that stuff out. Okay, so we've cut a notch here and here, and so then this piece is going to slide into here. And there you go. That's how you make like your own little cardboard tree standee. You can make this, your tree, like I said, all different kinds of shapes. You know, if you didn't want to do the little branches, you could just do like the basic tree shape with like little, kind of looks like a puffy cloud or a broccoli or something, and cut that out and color it. I've also seen people do something like this where they make a hand. So that's specifically if they wanted to have something to hold their ring. So they, you know, you trace out your hand, your wrist, cut it out, and then, you know, make this little piece here that's going to notch into like where the wrist is to keep it like upright. And that's another thing you could do. I was also thinking just like cardboard, making shapes, whatever. I thought, you know, you can make a cardboard like crescent moon. You could paint that, color that, whatever, and then hang little puff stars from it as like a mobile. These are all made from recycled paper strips. So those are just some ideas of other things you could do. Cardboard. There's lots of things. We've made Minecraft swords with cardboard. Yeah, cardboard has a lot of uses, but it's also recyclable. So if you're like, I don't really want to make something with this, just take it to the recycling. So yeah, that is our craft for today. So if you pick up a take-home craft bag in the teen room, it's going to have some cardboard pieces. It's going to have some little paper leaves, some like scrap paper if you want to do some stuff with that, a glue stick, and maybe some other things too. Yeah, I hope you check out the links in the video notes and see some other ways you can help out the environment. And you know what, even if all you do on Earth Day is just go outside, get some fresh air, feel the sunlight, see the beautiful spring trees and flowers, you know what, that's good. Just take some time to appreciate what's around you. But yeah, I will talk to y'all next time. Bye.